is another specific model just for Japan. It's the Round Nose Fish Ultra. It's essentially a round nose fish redux, our most popular round nose fish in the last decade. But what we did is something that sits between a fish and a mid-length. So we're kind of calling it a mid-fish. And for the light, thin, kind of older Japanese surfers, we wanted to give an opportunity to ride a board that increases the volume and the paddle power by using increased length rather than width or thickness. So this particular board is 5'10" by 20 and 2 5/16. It's over 30 liters though. So it's basically a longer rail line with more glide and more drive. Not a mid-length, but a mid-fish. And instead of going shorter and wider, we're getting paddle power off the water line, off the rail length. But it's still thin on the rails, so it surfs kind of precise. You can sink the rails and surf kind of in the water, not just floating on top of it. It's got a lot of drive. It can handle bigger waves. It can handle typhoon storms. It can handle long lined up waves. And it can paddle really good even in small junky waves. So, you know, it kind of fits under your arm. It's pretty fun. We made the entire run of them with tints, specific colors, kind of darker core colors. Handwritten, Matt Biolas, Round Nose Fish Ultra. This one is like an emerald green. Fluted wing into a swallowtail, reduces area, kind of loosens it up. Set up with a 5-fin, this particular board. I think by using a twin fin with a stabilizer, it kind of shortens the turn, makes it quicker. If you set it up as a standard quad, it draws out the turn, gives you more drive, more speed, you know, cover more ground on longer waves. It can also be ridden as a thruster. Maybe if you want to ride it in powerful waves, take it to Indo or on a surf trip, because it is kind of long and I wouldn't quite say gunny, but it's stretched out, you know. So it's for the guy who, it's almost like doesn't want another short, wide, thick board, but wants something a little more elongated, a little more graceful with some glide to it. And it's not chunky, it's not thick, you know, it's 30 liters. Yeah, so it's a fun little project specific to the Japan market and created by myself. Round Nose Fish Ultra.